안녕하세요 여러분, 잘 지내고 있어요? 제 이름은 그라셀인데 오늘은 이 영상에서 한국어 공부하는 방법에 이야기하려고 해요. But before we dive into the actual video, I wanna share my Korean learning journey first. So I started learning Korean while I was still in middle school, and since I used to only speak Portuguese at that time, it was pretty difficult to find free online content to learn Korean, but it all got better as soon as I mastered the English language. By the way guys, if you wanna know more about my English learning journey, you can check my previous video. And from that time up until now, learning Korean has turned into a hobby for me. I even have won some monetary prizes for speaking Korean well and certificates. So today I want to share with you guys the steps to learn Korean from scratch. The very first thing that you should do is to learn Hangul, which is the Korean alphabet. And to be honest guys, Hangul is a pretty simple and straightforward writing system. I personally learned it in less than a week, and after that period I could read and write any Korean word. And to master the Korean alphabet, I used an app called Write It in Korean, which is 100% free, and it covers other languages as well, like Mandarin Chinese and Japanese. So you guys should definitely check it out after watching this video. After you've mastered the Korean alphabet, the next step is to learn grammar. Even though some people say that learning grammar is not important at all, I don't agree with this statement, because even if you know a lot of vocabulary, without grammar you might not be able to form sentences that can be understood by others. So do learn grammar guys. And I know that Korean grammar is definitely the hardest part in learning Korean, as it's so different from the way we are used to forming sentences in English, and it also has different endings, which makes learning Korean grammar a complex task. Yet, you can use resources like Talk to Me in Korean, How to Study Korean, Miss Vicky, Go Billy Korean, and the Machum Hangugo book series. I'm currently using the Machum Hangugo book 5, and what's cool about this is that this book series covers different levels ranging from level 1 up to level 6, and it's also available for free download on the internet. Also, all of the resources and materials that are recommended in this video will be in the description, so please check that out. I know that many of you already have contact with the Korean language to at least some degree, so you might already listen to K-pop, watch K-dramas, and even enjoy eating Korean food. And these are all good things because they can help you get used to the language and even learn new vocabulary. Yet, whenever you are watching something Korean, always make sure to pay attention to everything and jot down new words so that you can increase your vocabulary. Because if you're not paying attention to what you're listening to, you may miss out on things that you don't understand, and you're not gonna learn anything as a result. In my case, to make sure that I keep in touch with the Korean language in my everyday life, I like to read webtoons. I'm currently reading Yoshinganim, which translates to True Beauty in English, and it's really fun to read. I think that I've never read an episode without laughing because it's really funny, like I said. I also like to watch YouTube videos in Korean. And just in case you're wondering, my fave Korean YouTubers are Jenny Park, Sebin, Darcy, and Chania Mohani. And I'm encourage you guys to watch things in Korean, because by doing this you can get used to how the language is naturally spoken in everyday life, and you can also get to learn useful Korean words. So it's literally the best way to sound like a native without leaving another country. And the next thing that I want to talk about is memorization. Throughout our whole school life, we've been taught to study for a test and then forget what we've learned. And do you know why we used to forget everything after the test? Oh, you got it right. It's because we didn't practice what we've learned during class, so our brain thought, oh, this is not useful for her, so let's just throw this information away. But I'm pretty sure that you don't want the same thing to happen to your Korean knowledge that you've worked really hard to acquire. So, do not forget all those Korean vocabulary and grammar points that you will spend hours studying for. You can make flashcards using only a piece of paper, or if you're more tech savvy like me, you can use apps like Anki or Quizlet, which are awesome flashcard apps, by the way. Every single day, I always make sure to check my Korean and French cards for at least 5 minutes, because I unfortunately have a pretty bad memory and a bad habit to forget what I've studied. Another thing that is also good practice to not forget what you've learned is to practice everything that you learn. So let's say you've learned the word 친구, which means friend in Korean. Then you can make sentences with the word 친구 like 어제 친구를 만났는데 너무 재밌어요, which literally means I had a lot of fun meeting my friend yesterday. There are other ways to practice your Korean as well. For instance, you can journal about your life in Korean, or you can also try talking to foreigners using apps like HelloTalk. So this was it, guys. I do hope you found these tips really helpful and useful. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit the like button to let me know you like this content. If you have any suggestions for my future videos, please drop them in the comments down below. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much, study bugs. 다음에 또 봐요. See you next time.